What's happening, guys? It's Chris from Hair Loss from Steroids, and we're going to talk thickening shampoo, specifically this one. Thicker, fuller hair. Alright, and I got this one at Walgreens. If you're in the United States, it's just a little drugstore, pharmacy-like type of thing. Convenience, a little better than a convenience store, a little more classy than a convenience store. But this is one that was $3 at Walgreens. So a lot of other places too. I've seen this a lot of places, identified by the green bottle, and it was $3. So for $3, I wasn't expecting too much, okay? From any shampoo that promises like thickening, I wasn't expecting too much, and this did not let me down. I'll be taking it back. Not so good, okay? Not bad, but $3, you know, as compared to what a thickening shampoo should do, alright, this isn't anywhere in the ballpark, alright? If you have thin hair to begin with, or you just want more girth to your hair, right, you'll think of the idea of thickening shampoos to be probably a beneficial one if there was such a thing, because you may have noticed getting out of the shower, especially if you use a shitty shampoo, Alberto VO5 or VO, whatever, that's one of the notorious dollar store shampoos. It's terrible. It leaves your hair lifeless, and that's the word people always use, you know, as far as like hair that's not thick, has no layers, has no texture whatsoever, just fucking life, just like sitting there, you know what I'm saying? And cheap shampoos generally do that with cosmetics, unfortunately, but you know, such as with almost everything in life, the less expensive something is, usually the crappier it is. You know, there are some exceptions, but this one, however, was not, okay? It didn't thicken any more than baby shampoo does, and that's kind of what I compare these things to. That's kind of a baseline type of thing. It was worse than that. If you use the ketoconazole shampoos, and I know a lot of you guys out there use Region Pure, it is excellent, right? Instead of sodium lauryl sulfate, it has aloe. However, like I've mentioned in a few other videos, Region Pure doesn't foam up really well, okay? It doesn't have any foaming agents. It's part of what makes it good, part of what makes it, you know, you won't be prone to inflammation from it because it's aloe, not sodium lauryl sulfate, and you rub it on your head, you know, 5-10 minutes, the duration of the shower, as you're supposed to with ketoconazole shampoos, but there's aloe in it. It doesn't have sodium lauryl sulfate. So the sodium lauryl sulfate cause inflammation, but it doesn't have that. But the problem is, at least with Region Pure in my experience, and I think I might be in the minority with it, it kind of leaves hair like flat, not textured. I wouldn't say lifeless because it's not that bad, but you know, if you do have thinning hair, the last thing you want is just like dead on there. That's why I do recommend this one. In my experience, Lipogain Big 3, it foams up a little bit more than Region Pure, it layers, the texture's better. And for most guys, a thickening shampoo won't really be necessary. I like to go all out though, and the one I still recommend, is Trichomin. Alright, I will put a link below to that. That is Trichomin conditioning shampoo. Alright, it's not the conditioner, it's not the shampoo, because they have those too. It's a conditioning shampoo. Alright, it has the best reviews of any Trichomin product on Amazon. It's very, very good. So basically, it layers your hair. It doesn't make it flat. It makes it good. This one doesn't. Another good one, I'm sure you've heard of it, Nioxin. It's one of the most advertised shampoos in the history of the world. It's a good shampoo. It also thickens hair a little bit. Not as good as this. Nioxin's not bad though. If you do get Nioxin, don't get it in a salon. It's like $70. You can get it at Costco for $30. You can get it on Amazon for like $25. $25. A lot better of a deal for that. Nioxin has this huge bottle, so you definitely get a lot with it. But if you do want to go all out, you want to try the thickening thing, I mean, why not, right? Trichomin is the way to go. And, yeah, they work, you know, you have to have a reasonable expectation for these things. I know if you were to see commercials on TV or even on some of the websites, they show like a hair sticking up and they show all these nutrients coming to it and it getting like thicker and thicker and thicker. Not quite how it works, but it basically layers your hair, alright? It doesn't keep it just flat as like static would do, or a shampoo that weighs it down. I think it's pretty good though. And if you have short, actually, you know what? If you have longer hair, it's probably even better, because the longer hair you have, the more it would be laid down. But it does give texture. I used it here myself. We're not on HD right now because I'm on the YouTube little platform, but I can see a noticeable difference versus using like baby shampoo. Only a slight difference over this though. Alright? Only a slight difference over this, because this does like thicken a little bit. I know it's probably an unintended consequence of it, but for me it does. Nioxin and Trichomin, I don't like this about them, but they're still solid shampoos. Nioxin, I'm trying to think of the exact words. It claims that like it stops hair loss. They tell all the little hairstylists at the salons, they give them a commission if they sell them, but that it stops hair loss. It's not true at all. It doesn't have any ingredients whatsoever to stop hair loss. Nioxin says removes environmental residue, removes environmental residue and DHT to prevent or stop hair loss. It says something like that, and it's nothing close to that. Nioxin's still good. This is even better. Unfortunately, it says on here too, conditioning shampoo stimulates the scalp and deeply nourishes, strengthens, and hydrates the follicles to control hair loss and encourage thicker, fuller hair. Alright, so lose most of that and just go with the end of it. Thicker, fuller hair does. Again, there's no ingredients in this whatsoever to stop hair loss. It is a quality shampoo, as is Nioxin. This, however, is not, so pass on this. I'll make this the name of the video because that's what it was about. But if you want to go shampoos that thicken, Trichomin 1, alright, Nioxin 2, and for me, I get the benefits in this one too. So, you know, Lipogain has always made good products, and you know, they're pretty solid. So, if you were looking for this shampoo, just stumbled upon this video randomly, there's my take on it. Go get yourself a better thickening shampoo. Alright. Fortunately, nothing for $3 is going to be very good in terms of cosmetics, especially